Dude, I was on page. I was on like participant number 50, and I had already listed like 30 people that I had no chance at beating. So
All right, going straight into it. Running Shine destroys Falco in this matchup because it calls out the stand-in-place laser and the fade-back laser. Joyboy, super good at it. He's always super consistent with it. So he's hitting all the slide-offs here. Doesn't get it there. Ooh. Reads the side B. That was super smart by Warmer here. So in this matchup, Fox destroys Falco, but Falco, when he destroys Fox, has to put so much more effort in. I feel like when you look at these two characters, Fox has a lot of guaranteed follow-ups, a lot of tech chases that, like, yes, if you're on point and you're fast, you can cover it. Falco's a lot of 50-50 mix-ups. So even if you're on point, it's a lot of reading what you think your opponent's going to do.
It's like Falco's conversion is he down airs you on the platform and tries to read it and down smash. Whereas Fox is like he'll up air you or up smash you and then you're directly up in the air.
Warmer going for a cheesy back air, back air. Doesn't get it, but he gets a quick reversal there. Warmer off the ledge is incredible. He gets his full length wave dashes onto the platforms. It's amazing. Yeah. He always back throws off, or like goes for a reposition forward throw off. He's a big fan of throwing people on the edge by Falco, which isn't very typical, so a lot of people don't know what they're doing against
Throw the dice, you know, like they may just randomly up B into you. You could get a down air off of that. You get that conversion.
I think one thing that we should note about this set is Joyboy's psyche going into this. I think he probably had to play one set after Artie, or not Artie, Wally.
Nice tech.
But think about that. He just lost a set to someone that he wanted to beat, that he was expected to beat seed-wise, and now he has to play another player. Dude, he's probably a little upset. And starting off, if he doesn't get his bearings here, he's probably going to continue, and that mental fatigue of, oh, I'm losing to people I shouldn't be losing to is going to set in.
Yeah.
Because if you think about this, Warmer's a young bachelor. He's trying to get these results. Like, for him to be here, like, this is probably, like, seeding-wise where he's expected to end. So if he was to push further, that would be crazy for him. Yeah, he's got a lot of gas in the tank because he came here to win today. Joyboy wasn't really expecting to be put in losers this early.
Ooh, I like that laser that almost followed up.
Who is Load Spiller? Load Spiller is Abernathy Load Spiller. He is from Massachusetts. He plays Ice Climbers. Super nice kid. Orange hair. He wobbles.
Wobbler.
Alright, game 1 to Warmer. We didn't talk a lot about it. It was super fast-paced. Warmer caught him a lot of DI mix-ups off the throws. He was also super good off the hit. Joyboy was kind of failing to SDI the down airs and the shines, so Warmer kind of got a fat 50, 60 off every single hit. So this stage is really good for how Joyboy plays the matchup. The top platform plus the length gives him a lot of room to dash dance, and since he's really confident against the lasers, he tanks them, shields them. He knows literally every option to do against lasers. He's kind of comfortable. He has the space to run around and kind of outmaneuver him. Goes for a running shine up smash, catching the jump there. Super smart forward tilt. Ooh, man. Nice angle. That angle was fantastic. Do you think he's notched?
He's definitely notched. Dude, if J-Not's notched, Joyboy's notched.
Yeah, you got me there. Ooh, that's a net play coming out. Warmer definitely back in the day with Fiend for the net play.
Yeah, all of these CT Youngbloods came out of nowhere from just grinding net play and being around people from CT.
And that's one thing to note there. He went for the forward tilt again to catch the jump. Joyboy with the top player adaptation, he doesn't jump immediately. He shine stalls to grab ledge. And I think that if you look at game 1, he got 3 kills off catching his jump off stage. And I think Joyboy making the adaptation is super important. Another fantastic angle.
Yeah, really tightening up those edge guards, kind of actually picking like good neutral options, you know.
You see there, Warmer's still trying to go for that drop low jump read. So I think Warmer's kind of stuck trying to stick to his guns. Like, that's his default option. And I think unless he's able to adapt there, he's going to be missing out on a lot of mileage in that scenario. Because that's 4 times now this exact game where he's messed up there and tried to go for the same option that clearly didn't work that Joyboy adapted.
Yeah, he's going to have to start mixing it up.
Ooh, super nice mix up there with the wave, or wall jump back air. So as Falco here, you're practically dead. You spawn at depth percentage, but Warmer needs to not be afraid. When you went to the top platform there, as Falco, like, yes, it's easy, you have verticality, but Fox knows that's what you want to do. So you kind of need to be fearless and play the ground game, especially at high percent. I feel like as soon as he starts being afraid and like not being confident and just playing neutral, like where there's no advantage, just like on the ground, he's gonna start losing. And you notice he keeps on getting Joyboy to the corner, but Joyboy's kind of accepting like disadvantage, not trying to like mash out or jump out. And as soon as he kind of understood the rhythm of how he was trying to get punished, like, oh, he's gonna read my jump here, he started to just kind of reset things, go back, wave land on, and he's just back in the game.
He's doing a good job at just lying in wait and maintaining that just enough amount of space where he gets the clean whiff punish, which is super hard to do because you can if you're under, then you get hit, and if you're over, you're not fast enough to get the punish. So.
One thing to also note is that he's starting to get really uncomfortable with his lasers. Joyboy's called him out with a running shine or punishing the whiff laser almost every single time. And you see Warmer, even in the corner, you're trying to gain his bearings. He's struggling to find a timing of lasers. And even if you look at the lasers he's throwing out now, they're not really well thought out. He's just throwing them out to throw them out to try to control space.
I think Joyboy's doing a good job at actually hitting him with the stuff that he wants to hit him with. Because in the first game, Warmer was kind of getting his conversions that he wanted, and in this game, well, I mean, other than that, oh wow, amazing!
It's one of those things where it's like you want to roll up, but as Falco, you can never be sure. There's no life insurance for Falco.
He might get the stock off of this.
Tries to read the jump with the execution blade. Ooh, nice jab there. So the biggest thing I'm noticing, I said earlier about how Falco's combos and all his like big meaty hits are based on mix-ups. Are you noticing that Warmer's kind of going for the same things? And like I said earlier, he adapted to his corner pressure. He started to adapt to his neutral game, his lasers, and now he's adapting to the punish game. I think if Warmer wants to go ahead here, he needs to kind of adapt and start to mix up what he's doing. You're seeing he's always dare shining, no dare down tilt. Like he needs to, especially off the initial hit, because that's where you mess up Fox. Gets the grab there. That's an unorthodox option they're grabbing there. I don't really know how much he can get off that. Kind of getting deleted immediately. Joyboy, fantastic with slide off the eye. He's going to hit that almost every time. Catches him running in. Let's see what he gets here. So he's been pretty weak off the platform tech chases, Warmer has. So I want to see if he can try to maybe reposition it and try to combo in a way that maybe is less platform heavy. Ooh, smart refreshes there.
Yeah. So, oh, nice crouch hits.
Big meaty hits. Okay, so see, he kind of changed what he was doing. Before he would try to go for a pop up there, he goes for the tech chase with the grab. I think that he showed he was comfortable with the grabs, and I think that's kind of him finding his bearing in the matchup.
Contesting, dude. They're both contesting each other.
But Warmer's overcommitting when he gets Joyboy into the corner. He always overcommits. Joyboy is at that point where it's like Joyboy understands it's not his turn to play. He waits. He knows, stands in place. Warmer goes for his up tilt, goes for a stand in place back air, and then he just wave lands on the platform and gets out of the corner. I think that Warmer needs to either start throwing in some mix-ups in the corner or maybe letting Joyboy out and punish him escaping instead of trying to punish him immediately escaping. Because, like, normally when you see someone in the corner, you want to go for the immediate punish. But maybe waiting a little bit is what he needs to do. Kind of match Joyboy on that pause timing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's dead even here. Bit of a, see, he's been getting bigger hits, but even now, like, he's been going for not guaranteed follow-ups. Like, Falco doesn't have things that he can take. Ooh, yeah, Falco's a bad character.
Clipped in the corner, dude. That's all it took.
But Warmer's always going for these crazy, like, big, like, all or nothing combos. Like, he gets everything he wants to, or he doesn't get anything.
Yeah, I feel that. He's like, he's never setting himself up for a position. He's always just like, I'm gonna hit him.
Messes up the waveland on. Joyboy at the end there was really starting to rush him down because he was getting super comfortable with his neutral timings, knowing that Warmer was scared. He was doing retreating lasers almost every time, and I feel like once Joyboy kind of caught onto that beyond the actual timing of the laser and just like understood the position of the laser, he's kind of just going for big hits. If you like look at this game, I feel like Joyboy is going to be a lot more rushdown heavy than he was the previous two games, and if Warmer can adapt to it, he can get a lot of mileage. Changing your playstyle mid-game, especially when it's working, isn't necessarily a super valuable thing. Against top players, yeah, it's probably pretty good, but I don't know if Warmer is one of those people that like, oh, you need to change up. If it's working, you might just want to continue doing it.
Could be on some Uber shit.
Yeah, sometimes you're one-track minded. Even against the best players, like Warmer's PR'd, but like sometimes you're just stuck in what you're doing. Okay, he's starting to adapt even further. He's DIing throws even better now. So I think that he just needs to kind of give up on the forward throw, back throw mix-up and maybe start to go for up tilt to
read that. Couldn't get the conversion.
Ooh, gets the trade with the up tilt though. So another thing, like Joyboy just always getting out of the corner. Off the tech chase, Joyboy is also way stronger. That's just a Fox characteristic. Like it's gonna be easier since he's faster. But I do think that Warmer could maybe slow down a little bit. He always immediately tech rolls. He doesn't wait. He doesn't get an attack. And I think throwing in a few more options might throw Joyboy off a little bit.
Yeah. Well, there we get the conversion, nice and clean.
He needs to ride this momentum here. Ooh, messed up with the dash attack. He wanted to go for a full drift down there. Okay, back air, weak hit. Ooh, that was a really fast
crouch cancel.
Nice.
Ooh,
he reads it. So this is huge. That laser was so smart into the jump read.
Wow.
See, these are those mix-ups that I was talking about. I know Warmer has them in his arsenal. It's just he needs to get comfortable with the neutral game and kind of roll with it. Those spot dodges are kind of scary though. Like, maybe he was just trying to cheese him for a little bit of like, oh,
yeah, like 140s, like,
but
yeah.
like, it kind of shows he's scared, and I feel like that's never good in this matchup, especially since Fox can just blink him off a jump and he's dead.
Yeah, definitely. Show no fear.
Especially with the jump. Ooh, good side B there. Kind of gets a little
misses
anxious
that
there
down
with the
smash
cover.
timing.
Okay, back there.
All of this was because Warmer slightly messed up his down smash.
And he's kind of slowing down now. You notice game 1, I was talking about how Warmer was really strong off the ledge. This game and last game, he's been messing up ledge dashes, and I think he's starting to get a little flustered. Joyboy is starting to get kind of the download complete. And even though the stock count isn't indicative of like, oh, he's stomping him and he has him downloaded, like, if you look at the neutral interactions, Joyboy is kind of winning more neutral than not.
Yeah.
It's just when Warmer gets a hit, he's kind of taking it further, this game especially.
Well, one stock. We're gonna see what they try to go for. That was super sketchy from the Fox, but he doesn't get shined out of that weak hit there.
Alright, big hit, big hit.
Alright.
See, he wants to try to cheese him and read the jump. His mix-ups in the corner are very predictable, and Joyboy kind of understands it at this point. Alright, big knockdown.
Big knockdown.
Let's see what he can get here. So Joyboy's gonna go from the platform, drops down through it.
Oh,
Gets the forward tilt, that's big, he's gonna
down
dare?
there.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You know he's so happy about that. So Rhodes is thinking to himself, I had that game, it was 2 stocks to 1, I had Falco at 80, what did I do wrong? And I feel like it was just a few scenarios where he just couldn't clean it up. I don't think he especially like got outplayed or misplayed. I think he just flopped.
Yeah. Well, it's like, that's the nature of Melee, is it's all percentages and probabilities, you know? It's sometimes, you know, Project takes a game off of Mango, you know? Sometimes, you know, some shit
Hot
happens.
Toddy takes a game off Wizard, you know?
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Hot Toddy. Ooh, that was a super good mix-up.
Or Scarfo takes a game off of Crush, you know? Sometimes these things happen.
So he was looking for the DI to tech the downer, but since he went for the immediate shine backer, he had no chance and he DI'd it incorrectly. So the one thing that Joyboy's kind of lost faith in is calling out these lasers. You notice that Warmer retreated to the corner using a laser, and where we saw game 1 and game 2 where Joyboy would call him out for it and go for a jump shine or a jump aerial, Joyboy kind of hesitated there and he got hit by the laser and got like 20% off it. Patient on the roll in. So I noticed that Warmer's always going for the immediate jump read. I think if he kind of sits there and waits and lets Joyboy fall on top of him, he'll kind of gain another scenario. Because that's one of those things like the corner where when they're dropping on top of you, they're at disadvantage and you need to wait for them to mess up and punish you. If you try to immediately read what they're doing, you're kind of overcommitting. It's kind of crazy to see how the neutral has developed between these two. Because now that Warmer's kind of found a comfortable zone where he can laser in, and Joyboy is less comfortable kind of calling him out on it, it's a lot more even and back and forth. Again, with the back throw in the corner, I think that Joyboy wants to start, should maybe...
We love our down smash.
Yeah. Yikes.
Alright, tight battle, 2 stocks apiece. Joyboy gets him in the corner, but Warmer's having none of that. Warmer gets his own crouch cancel.
Alright, he's read 5 roll-ins now. I think that Joyboy needs to mix up. Ooh, amazing crouch cancel. Okay,
he's dead.
Reads the side B. He is dead here. No. What? No, you roll up there. That's an R trigger if I've ever seen one.
Okay.
Alright, Joyboy's going in with these lazy fall-in nairs, and if Warmer was in a better mindset and was able to slow down and take a deep breath, he might just wait and whiff punish it, but since he's kind of flustered, it's last stock game 5, he's gonna be, like, jump into those, you know?
Yeah, and it's interesting because earlier we were seeing a lot of drills from Joyboy, whereas now he seems content with just the weak hit nair, and for some reason it's working.
You smell that? I smell a tight battle here. Okay, so this is crunch time here. Joyboy wants to win this. He needs to prove himself and get his seed. Warmer's hungry. He wants this dub. This would be big for him going into 2020 with a big Joyboy win. So, slowing down, playing a lot more neutral than you saw before. They're not heavily committing. Big hit. Ooh, reads the jump. Reads the jump again. He's got an instant side beat. No?
He's dead. Ooh. Wow.
Warmer with the fantastic jump read. earlier I was criticizing him for it, but at the corner when you're afraid in its last stock, it's like better of two evils. Like letting them fall upon you is kind of more chance to flub, and going for the jump read like more value.
Yeah, no, he got the jump reads when it counted, you know. Maybe would have liked a little bit of mix-ups, but you don't need to mix it up if they keep